Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel for another video. So today we will complete developing the Snake game application and we will make it even better. We are going to add a new function. We will name it, for example, get random food position, and we will name a new variable, a new food position. Then we will create a while loop, and inside that while loop, we will check if the new food position is null or here at snake new food position. So basically here we are telling the while loop if the new position is inside this, let me say, is inside of a snake segment. We don't want to take that. So the new food position will take random grade position. We will create this function later. And finally, if this for loop ends as it should, we will return the new food position here. Now, let's go and create a new JS file, and we will name it grade.js. So inside this file, we will export a function. We will name it random grade position here, and we will return all the x's math but floor math, then random here, random, then we will multiply this random function basically return a number between 0 and 1. So to make this number between 1 and 21, we will multiply it by grid size, and let me take this and declare class here, false. Grid size will be equal to 21 because we have 21 frame here. And then we will add +1, so we got the value between 1 and 21. So because 0 is basically off the screen. So here we got a problem. We use the problem here. So now we got a small problem. Let's fix it here. Math.floor. So here we will do the same for the y-axis. Here, y, here the y, and this function should work now. Here a problem, we got a small problem. Here it's actually an object. I made a small error. Here this should be an object. And now let's go into the food.js and import this function. So import and random grade position from grade.js. And we will go here. I will copy this, and then we'll place this with this, and this also will place it with this option. Now let's go into the browser and test if this works. And as you see, every time I refresh, the place of the food change, and it's randomized, it's random here. And now, as you see, if I launch the Snake game, the game has no limit, and if you surpass the grid size, you are not going to lose. So this is actually silly, and we don't like this that in our game. So let's go into our game.js here, and let's add a new function. We will name it check. And now let's go and create this function. Let's go and create it here. Function check this. Then this function will take a variable. I will name it game over, which is boolean, and we'll take a new function that I will later define it, which is outside of the grid. And this function shall check if the snake head is outside of the grid. And any other function, which is snake intersection, and this function check if the snake head intersect with the snake body. So now I will define the game over variable here, game over, and the first value obviously will be false. Now here it's correct, yes. Now let's go into the main function here, and we will add a let me say a condition to see if the game is over or not. So we will create here if game over. If it is true, then we will return an alert. For example, you lose. Now let's go into our let me say grid, and now let's define our function outside of the grid. Function outside of outside the grid. I named it, I guess. Let me recheck. In here, outside the grid, then we will add our condition here. Return position here. I forgot to add a parameter, which is the position here. Then if position dot axis is less than 1 here, then 1 here, and or position dot x is bigger than 21, or the same for the y here. Y, then here it's also y. Now we will go once again into our snake.js here, snake.js, and we will define our function as declared here. I didn't declare it, sorry. So let's go into snake.js, and now I will create a function here, function and I will name it. Let me say, let's export it here. Export function get snake head. And this function will basically return the snake head. So return snake body of 0 here. Now let's go and create our function here. Export function snake intersection here. Let me copy it. Snake intersection here. Snake intersection. Then inside the snake, I will return on snake, then snake body of 0. Now here we got a problem. If this function basically will return always true because it will loop over the head of the snake. So to avoid looping over the head of the snake, we will add this condition, which is ignore head, then true. And we will go into our snake function, and I will copy this, and I will go here, add comma, then paste this, then it will be false here, and if any parameter is not passed, and I will add a condition here. Let's go here. If I will add also index here. So if ignored head and index equal to 0, then return false here. So let's check here what's the problem. So let me see here. Is the resolved word that cannot be used here? So here we got a small problem. It's equal. So here it's equal. Now this should work. Now let's go into our game.js. Here we developed our outside grid and snake outside grid, which is here, and the snake intersection, which is here. So we could call this function here get snake body. So well, that we developed here. And now let's go and test our game. So let's refresh the browser. So we have a small problem. Let's see. Segment is not defined here. So here we got a problem. I forgot the parentheses, I guess. So let's go into our snake. Then let's add parentheses here. Like this. Now let's open the browser and test once again. So the console. Here outside the grid. Oh, sorry, I forgot to import those two functions. So outside the grid and intersection, outside grid from grid. Let's import it. Import outside the grid from grid.js. And here it's snake intersection. Got it. Now let's refresh the browser and see. So here we got a problem. outside the grid. Here I forgot to add the position, I guess. So let me see the problem here. I guess the position, maybe. So here I forgot to add the snake head. So get head here, get snake head. I guess this is the problem. Did I import it? No, I guess. So let's import it here. Now let's open the browser and test now. So let's see if the game ends really here. And as you see, if you surpass the game edge, you lose here. Let's make a slight here changement. So let's add here, for example, confirm to if the player want to actually continue playing, or like he don't want to do that and he just let me say just wanna skip the game. So we can do that. So here let's add confirm if game over, return confirm, and here I will return. Now let's test if anything work. So here we got a problem. So here if confirm your loads, so here if game over and confirm loads, so the window location will be equal to this, and I will delete this, and now I will test once again. So let's test and see now if anything works as it should. And if I cancel, it still remain like this. If I want to close the game, I will type OK, and here it is working as it should. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you find this video good and informational, and have a good information, let me say. And thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.